Hello everyone! It is so unbelievable that 3 weeks ago I went to the Marks and Spencer near to my office and I saw piles of hand gel over there. If you're shopping around these days, you might not able to find a single bottle of the hand gel. Not only the hand gel, but the hand wash as well. You could see the shelves are almost empty. So, is it impossible to get hold of the hand gel nowadays? I can tell you that it is not true. Of course, there are some other ways to get it. Let me start with the ones that I do not recommend, and that is to buy the hand gel from eBay. Look at the price here. A 50 milliliter bottle of hand gel usually costs £1 or less at the shop, but the eBay sellers are selling them at £10 or above for that little bottle. That is over 10 times of the retail price. Isn't it crazy? I even saw a live bid at £16 per bottle, but that wasn't the final price yet. I was shocked when I saw that because one little bottle of the hand gel doesn't last for long. Therefore, this is not a long-term solution at all. Alright, the second solution is to buy the hand gel from Boots or Superdrugs. My advice is that you need to get there early. As you can see my receipt here, I managed to buy 2 bottles of hand gel last Friday morning. So once they stock up the shelf first thing in the morning, people rush to get them. To be fair, everyone could buy up to 2 bottles only. However, the hand gel still runs out very fast. All of them will disappear from the shelf within 10 seconds. That is why you couldn't get them if you go to the shop at 10 a.m. Oh well, if you're lucky and can make the efforts to go to Boots early in the morning from now and then, this might work for you. Otherwise, this can never be the best solution. So here is another way, which is to make your own hand sanitizer. All you need is the rubbing alcohol, and this is the major ingredients that you will need. Be aware, only 2 types of the alcohol could be used. The one on the left is the surgical spirit that has got alphenol in it, and the one on the right is the isopropyl. To make your own hand sanitizer, you will need some other ingredients, including the glycerin, essential oils, and other fragrancy. You will need some other tools and materials and try to find the ones that is available at home. When you are choosing the plastic containers, it will be the best to use the ones with the number 2 or 5 that it stays underneath your bottle. This is because the high concentration of the alcohol may dissolve the plastic at some point. Before you start making the hand sanitizer, always be careful because the alcohol is a highly flammable liquid. You don't want to burn your house because of making hand sanitizers, right? Okay, I'm going to put on my gloves and goggles before I start making the sanitizer. The first recipe that I'm going to make is especially for kids. I even have a special name for this sanitizer, and it is called the Kids Line. This is for the dirty little children who love to play lots of things with their hands and then have the finger food afterwards. As I'm making this sanitizer for kids, I tend not to make it too strong. As you know that the skin of the little ones are very soft and thin, and it is not appropriate to apply the strong alcohol to them. So I only mix up the ingredients to create the alcohol volume of 63%, which should be good enough for the kids. If you're really targeting to kill the virus, then you may need to consider the alcohol volume between 70 and 80%. I just mixed the alphenol, glycerin, almond oil, and some lemon essential oils. All I need to do is to stir them together. I have also added a drop of food coloring to make it brighter and easier to distinguish from other bottles. Now, I need to transfer the solution into another bottle. Unfortunately, I don't have any big funnel at home, so I'm going to put the solution into a food bag, sip it, and then cut a little corner at the end of the bag and then drain the solution carefully into the bottle. The method for making this sanitizer is very simple. You just need to get the right proportion of the ingredients and that's it. As you see, I put the solution into the bottle like this. Actually, I will change the cap into the spray nozzle afterwards, so it will be easier to use. Now this bottle of the Kiss line is all done, and I'm going to move on to the next recipe. The next one is quite a simple one. It calls the Santa Spirit. The only ingredients that you will need for this one is the surgical spirit. So I'm going to use the same surgical spirits that I bought from Boots, which has got 90% of the ethanol in it. So I'm trying to make 100 milliliter of the solution. So what I need to do is to put 85 milliliter of the ethanol in there, and then also 40 milliliter of the cold boiled water. Make sure that you know what exactly is the cold boiled water. So the cold boiled water is, first of all, you take the water to boil to the boiling point, and then leave it to cool down. After that, you can use it, or otherwise, you can use the distilled water. It's the same. I'm going to add in some fragrance in there because I don't really like the smell of the ethanol. It smells like the hospital, and I really hate that smell. So, and I add in the strawberry fragrance because I like that smell. So I'm going to add in 1 milliliter of it in there, and now I close the lid of the bottle and shake it. You can see that the solution is quite cloudy because of the chemical reaction of it. So basically, if you mix the alcohol with water, it will become cloudy. But you see the other ones that I mix it with the glycerin and they're still clear. Okay, so the reason why I'm making this spray is because I want to use it on the household items, not just the household, but when you're going out, you can also use it on things like toilet seats. So this spray here has got the alcohol content of 76.5%, which is very effective for killing bacteria and viruses. So this spray here, I'm not going to use it on skin, but I'm going to use it on the stuff like the door handles, etc. So you will see that if there is an electrical item, I would recommend you to spray on the kitchen paper first and then wipe it afterwards. So apart from the two recipes I just demonstrated, I also have other recipes for your information. So these are the ones that I tested before. I have listed out the alcohol volume and the indicative cost, so you can try to compare and find the ones that suits your needs. One thing I need to point out is that all of these are the homemade sanitizer recipes and they don't have any preservatives in there. So I would suggest you to make a small amount at one time and do not try to make too much until you need to use it. Otherwise, the solution will not be effective in killing the virus. Well, I hope you find this video useful and it helps you to make your own personalized homemade sanitizer. All these ingredients are quite easy to get from the shop. Keep this recipe as your backup plan just in case if you can't get hold of any hand gel in the shop. Good luck and let me know how it goes.